Got you on loop inside my head. Ooh, that love is all I'm thinking of. Got you on loop inside my head. It's the only thing I care about. La 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 la. La 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 la. All day, all night, I'm beside you, hold me down.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Betting News Network. Excited to have you guys with us. Happy Taco Tuesday. This is your afternoon best espresso. We got a full house today. We got Miss PJ Glasser, rocking and rolling. Mr. Nate Hornung, the soon-to-be father of all of us. We got Mr. Sook, who apparently drank coffee today, and chat he's jittery. He's going like this on this behind the scenes.
Sook, are you not normally a coffee guy? Or?
Never, ever.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I do not think I knew that.
Yeah, so I'm having coffee right now, so I'm shaking, boys.
He gets his caffeine other ways, apparently.
What sparked it today? Why the coffee today?
I felt like the vibes were a little low. It's gloomy in Calgary. There's a lot of smoke out. You can't see the sun, so I thought I need a little pick-me-up.
Okay.
Wake you up before you go.
There you go.
I don't know how this man above me drinks like 3 cups before noon.
I'm a psychopath. Shags knows.
He pounds it. He pounds it.
Oh,
like,
right,
I mean,
now.
typically I would do like, a pot by myself probably, but we were having to do like 2 or 3 when you were in KC.
Oh, PJ, what are your habits then?
Can I tell you, I've never had a cup of coffee in my entire life. So
Wow.
Not one.
What?
Not one.
You just run on vibes? How do you get caffeine?
Straight vibes.
Are you
Straight
kidding
vibes.
me, dude?
I just literally, the smell, like I've smelled it, obviously. The taste, no. And I know too, as soon as I start, it'll just be like a drug. So I'm trying to hold off for as long as I can, but I'm one of those people that have never had a cup.
I've never met anybody in my entire existence on this planet Earth that has not consumed coffee or relative amounts of caffeine. This is a big day for me.
Never.
Wow.
Not an energy bevy either?
No, not an energy bevy guy.
What do you drink in the morning? Water?
That's it. Just water.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do. You fill up your belly with water the second you wake up.
That is true. That is a chat. That's a good,
healthy.
healthy way to start the day. Maybe some lemon water if you're really feeling really frisky.
Yeah,
Oh,
some
oh,
people
little
do like
Celtic
Diet
salt.
Coke though in the morning. Like I can't do that. Yeah, no. No.
Busy and I were talking earlier, and because I told we had no morning spread this morning. Obviously, you guys didn't get to see Shags this morning. You guys were probably sad, but you get Shags in the afternoon, which is great. And we were talking, and I was like, because Disney was sad, and I was telling him because he had some graphics to do, and I was like, hey man, doctor's appointment awaits. It's he's got to do the soon-to-be father stuff.
Duty calls.
And he was like, what's a doctor's appointment? I've been in one of those in years. And I was like, yeah, man, you just got to be healthy and on energy. And he was like, no, I run on Taco Bell and energy drinks. I'm fine. And I was like,
He's 20. He's fine.
he'll be all right.
In a decade, though, go to the doctor, Alex, please.
Please. Yes, dear God. My name's Sweatpan Jesus. Stoked to have you guys with us to send you off into the Tuesday evening, Taco Tuesday. Now I want some tacos. We have a lot to talk about today. Lots of news to discuss as Christmas Day just became sports day. We'll talk about that in a minute. College football futures from a couple of these lads over here, soon to be the co-hosts of our new college football show coming very soon, which will have some information about that very soon as well. WNBA slate, MLB, we got some Leagues Cup action as well on the pitch, and then we will break down our continued segment of Dubs and L's going to Las Vegas, the Sin City the Raiders. We'll see what the Raiders are going to do this season with their schedule. Thanks for being here. I was going to say brought to you by our sponsors, but you guys know the deal. Just go to bettingnews.com. Get all of the information that you need across all sports every single day for free. Lots of content. We have the new betting prediction engine as well for all the MLB games soon to come as well for the college football and the NFL season. Go check out all the free stuff we have at bettingnews.com. You guys know the vibes. I'm still just shook by the fact that PJ doesn't drink coffee. Like straight up shook.
Yeah.
I've had to lower. All right. So there was a study that came out that said that you can drink 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day, and it's actually like safe to do so. Because my wife would get really, as you just said, Sook, and as Shags knows, I drink a lot of coffee.
Mhm.
My wife would get like borderline pissed off at me when I would drink too much coffee. Like she would like tell me to stop. And I'd be like, no, I'm not. I don't want to do that because I like to drink it and I like the taste of it and I want to keep drinking coffee. And she was like, but I want you to round forever. And so I showed her that study and she was like, do you think I give a shit about this study? Stop drinking so much coffee.
I will say those studies are always very misleading. The abstract is always trying to lean into people that will do exactly what you said of like, hey, look, check this out. But I do think that like a lot of these studies actually have to do with lifestyle. Like, yeah, you do drink a lot of coffee, but you don't live a sedentary lifestyle. You go for walks, you play ball, you do all this stuff. But someone that's drinking a lot of coffee and then sitting 9 hours at a desk doing nothing, I don't think that'd be beneficial at all.
You're also not like, you're not drinking it like late into the afternoons, evenings either. So it's not like it's like messing with your sleep or anything. So
I mean, I could drink espresso is probably aggressive. I could drink a cup of coffee at like 7 and be fine to go to bed. Like that's not a big deal.
Fair.
But I usually cut off around 3, 4 sometimes if I have to do stuff like later into the evening and I know I'm going to be dragging ass. But
I wonder what the rest of my day is going to be like.
Good luck. Send photos. It'll be fun. All right, that's enough coffee chatter. We got a lot of sports to talk about. I think if we bring up cats again, B-Dot may never come back. Legitimately will never come back. Hey, Kev, I'm not a big Folgers guy. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Hits every time.
You enjoyed Folgers at my
Wow, what a
house.
throwback. What a
know,
good
right?
jingle that is.
See, Shags, I'm not a Folgers guy, but I enjoyed every second of it. I've drank a lot of Folgers in my life. I will drink Folgers happily. Better than no.
Whatever happened to jingles? Bring jingles back. I'm with
Mm.
PJ.
I'm bringing jingles back.
Love a good jingle, man.
Gotta have a good jingle. Oh, and can you write us a betting news jingle, please and thank you? That'd be dope.
I'll just randomly be singing one day 1-800-CARS for kids, just like or the JG Wentworth one, like
JG
Wentworth.
All the ones
Catch now.
Dude, there are just so many catchy ones.
What's the best
No.
jingle, chat?
Dude, I would tell you right now, the catchiest one, the StreamYard jingle. Testing your speakers. Testing your speakers on StreamYard. Sounds like they're working. Have a great show. Phenomenal. Gets me every
That's
time.
how you know that Shags is on StreamYard every day.
I don't even need to test my speakers. I know they're connected. I still play the jingle every time before every show.
O'Reilly's. That's another
Auto
great one.
parts.
That's a good one. What was the Burger King one that they would play like every day for 2 months?
Whopper. 100-yard drive, touchdown. They just shove the ball down your throats. Commercial break.
Whopper, yeah.
Burger King hits you with it.
We're forgetting ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Classic.
McDonald's.
Classic.
Great
Indeed.
one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Ugh. We need a blind. Ooh.
There it is.
do.
Yeah,
We
that'd be
We
good.
really do. It's a great call.
Coming
Off the rails
later.
on a Tuesday, boys.
Coming later this week, Mr. Austin. Very soon. Blind
Mhm.
ranking of jingles. It's
Can
gonna
we
be
save it for
weird when we
Friday?
get back to. It's gonna be weird when we get back to we have like a bunch of football and all types of things to discuss, like actual games, because we're gonna do this and chat's gonna be like sports, talk sports. It's all right. As long as it's not cats, right? B-Dot. That's all that matters. All right, let's talk some sports because all of our wives are going to be very sad on Christmas Day because we got news today that the Christmas Day schedule has dropped. Here it is via our friends at Sports Illustrated. NBA all day, 5 games, all bangers, and 3 NFL games. Now, I will say, gents, the one takeaway I have from this, first of all, every single matchup on paper right now slaps. Hopefully no injuries.
Mhm.
Second, they did a pretty good job of staggering this bad boy where, if you hate your family / you're a single person with no family close to you or you're working on Christmas Day, this is just heaven. From noon until 12 to 12 hours of straight sports consumption. They're crazy.
These are
Thoughts?
Eastern times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think the only surprising thing is like the Knicks are still the noon game, right? I think that's because that's like the tradition is that the Knicks all these years have just kind of been like, it's New York, it's MSG. They always play at home. They're always the noon game. Like I thought maybe they'd get the 2:30 slot potentially because the other three games outside of them are Boston are all Western Conference teams. So it makes sense why you make those the last three games. But like Miami and Boston feels like such the better noon game to me. Whereas usually the Christmas games, those like 2:30, 5 p.m. games are kind of like the games on the slate. So I think it makes sense LeBron's return to LA, and then you have the rematch of the finals last year. That would pretty much be my only tweak, but I think the matchups, they went 5 for 5 for the NBA side. So I thought that was pretty good.
Shags?
I mean, you guys know I'm not the biggest NBA guy, but I really don't like the NFL taking over Christmas. I mean, especially with it being on a Friday this year, it doesn't really feel like there needs to be NFL in Christmas days. Always felt like it should be just NBA for me, but it is what it is. Obviously, more sports is great. I'm going to have to find a second screen wherever I'm at on Christmas Day to make sure I'm watching both of these games. But yeah, I mean, obviously it's a money grab for the NFL. Makes sense to have games on Christmas, but it just feels like it should be all NBA to me.
Oh, I love that you said that.
Yeah, you're tickling Sook's plums.
Bread is
give
butter.
the college kids a break. The college kids need to see their families. All right, make the pros play.
Yeah, this is a tough day for Sookman. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm gonna definitely hide in a corner with the iPad and watch that Celtics Miami game for sure. I'm watching one game. I'm either choosing football or I'm choosing basketball. I'm not gonna spread myself around at all.
It's the only issue is obviously, you know, for people that have families that have big time situations Christmas Day and Thanksgiving, I will say there is a lot of the day that you can spend watching sports because most of the days, like, it's not like you're doing activities all day long. Like you have the opening of presents / some meals, and then the rest of the day is for this. But, you know, it does suck because you're going to miss some of this unless you're just, if you hate your family and you're just like, nope, I'm watching sports all day. Bye-bye.
But the four of us here have a very good excuse because it's our job.
That doesn't really fly necessarily all the time.
I make it fly.
Oh, that works every time. Are you kidding
me?
I use that excuse every chance I get.
Oh, I use it, but I'm saying it doesn't always work like the way that I'd like it to. Especially,
it doesn't work with my mom for sure. My mom's not having that.
You gotta get your boys on your side. There's safety in numbers, power in numbers.
There you go. Which one of the NFL matchups are you guys most excited about on Christmas Day?
Denver. I hope they both tie.
I mean,
Shaggy's date watch on Christmas.
I think it's got to be Rams Seahawks. I would say
that's going to be a good game.
NFC title game, two best teams from last year. It's probably the best game going right now in the NFL. I don't know if it's like still the best rivalry. The fact that the Bears are kind of back, that one's going to be awesome on Christmas Day. But I think that Rams Seahawks game. So if the Celtics were playing during that Rams Seahawks game, you'd still have the Celtics on?
Yep. Wow. Yep. I do like the Seahawks though. I'm very interested to see, because we'll talk about this in a little bit, but they losing their OC and now he's a head coach with Las Vegas. Like, I'm excited to see what we see with the Seahawks team, because I think only me and Shags last year were the only ones that were like really high on this team. Obviously, neither of us thought they were going to like be that good, but it was very shocking to see that like they snuck up on a lot of people. And I do think that they should be given a little bit more respect this year.
I was on them, so plus 675 to win the West. Just saying.
Oh yeah, you were.
You sniped that one.
Subtle.
You guys, as guys who liked the Seahawks last year, are you bought into this team going into this season? Are you thinking there's going to be some regression? How do you guys feel about the Seahawks this year?
I mean, there's definitely going to be some regression with K9 going to the bright side, the good side of things. But I mean, I would expect some regression, especially with the Rams getting a whole lot better. I think that's scary. So I think the Rams are coming to retake that division.
And they lost a few guys in their secondary. And like we know, to win in the NFL, you need a lot of cohesion. And last year, that was kind of why they were so good. They didn't draft a guy on the defensive side of the football because they had so much confidence with everybody that was already in the room. Now some of those guys are gone. So that will no doubtedly be an adjustment. So we'll see.
I'm just looking at this schedule, just looking at it right now. I'm probably going to skip Knicks Spurs, like you said, PJ, just because it's the first part of the day. And to be honest, that just, I don't know, this matchup, I know it was fun in the finals because of both of the runs that these teams were on, but like honest, as a standalone individualized game, it doesn't really speak to me that much. Bears, Packers, sure, whatever. Sorry, Beast. Celtics, yeah, Celtics versus Giannis and company. That seems fun. 5,000% going to be watching Lakers 76ers. 5,000% going to be watching Braun going back to crypto. And then I do like both of the later NFL games. So the latter half of both of these schedules, I'll be tuned into. I might miss a couple of the first ones, and I feel okay about that.
Weird question. You boys still opening presents on Christmas? You still doing gift exchanges at this age?
For sure.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't opened a Christmas present in a couple of years. I actively tell people don't include me.
Why?
I don't know. I just
sounds like your own doing.
I might be the Grinch. I might be the Grinch, boys.
Wow. Okay.
This is like the least shocking information I've heard, yet it's still relatively shocking.
Oh, after SPJ spent a week with me, he learned what a real curmudgeon I actually am. This happy-go-lucky on the screen is definitely fake. Coffee induced.
It's fun to pull you out of your shell every once in a while, though.
Coffee induced.
Anyway, though, we can all agree Christmas Day is going to be fun. There's also, I mean, the Christmas Eve game. I can't remember what the NFL Christmas Eve game is. Do you guys remember off the top of the dome?
Ooh, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
I think it's the Eagles.
Is it Eagles Cowboys? Or is it the Chiefs Shags?
No, it's Texans Eagles. Texans
Eagles. There you go, PJ.
Okay. Yeah.
Texans Eagles.
Ooh. That is a spicy one. That's it. I mean, if you like defense, goodness.
I'll have to. My family will probably /wife will probably be watching Home Alone on one screen, and I'll be bitching about 0-0 at halftime, Eagles Texans on the other.
Make sure you tell Ruda that they're making a Home Alone sequel. Macaulay Culkin as the father this time, trying to break into the house of his ne'er-do-well son that has locked him out on Christmas.
That sounds terrible.
Hey, it's Macaulay's pitch himself that he went to the studio and they bought it. So Home Alone coming back, boys.
We'll find out. Some classics just need to stay that way, in my opinion. But maybe it's good. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. This was big news today. Obviously, more and more excitement as the NBA dropped a lot of their schedules for the first week of the season and the Christmas Day games. More to come on Thursday as more and more comes out for the entire NBA schedule releases. The NFL obviously dropped their schedules. We know what's going to happen there as we get closer and closer to week one. First week of the preseason around the corner there, too. Other breaking news we had in the NFL streets today, and then we'll get some bets. There's been a decision made in Minnesota, and I don't think it's much of a shock. Kyler Murray is taking the place of 9. J.J. McCarthy will be the backup to Kyler Murray in Minnesota this year. Look at, even in this photo, look how small the football looks, or look how big the football looks in his hands. It's crazy. This is not a shock. We all have discussed it. I think we all agree this is the correct. I think we all agree this is the correct move. Anybody have any rebuttals on this being a surprise decision by Minnesota?
No, I think this is the reason you brought him in. But if I'm Minnesota fans, I'm just looking out the window, yearning for Sam Darnold, man. You had that guy on your team and you let him go. And now he's a Super Bowl champion. So you're stuck with Kyler Murray. I think it's the right move, given the two options. But should have held on to Sam Darnold.
So is JJ not a prospect for them anymore? Like, is he not the future? Is he done?
He's their backup.
He's their backup. Kevin O'Connell did say, and I didn't read the entire statement, but he said he's only started 10 games in the NFL. So he's still a young player. He, as you guys said with Sam Darnold, Sam Darnold had a terrible start to his career too. And look what he ended up doing. It's not totally out of the realm of possibility that McCarthy can still turn his career around, but it'll be as a backup this year. So, yeah. We don't have a graphic for this one, but another couple pieces of news, and then you guys can, if you have anything from training camps that you saw today on the timeline, there might be some suspensions looming in the NFL this year. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but Adam Schefter did mention that it's a possibility that Puka Nacua and Josh Jacobs are going to miss some time this year from NFL suspensions. It is not confirmed. Maybe Schefty was just being Swifty. I don't know. This is not confirmation. He did say this on a podcast, so take it for what it's worth. But possibility, as somebody who's holding a ticket for Puka Nacua to be the offensive player of the year at 13-1, I hope that it was a bunch of, but worth monitoring. Both of those guys are dealing with legal situations, so it could be something that the NFL takes into their own hands before the start of the season. Yeah. Anything else stand out? A lot of things going on, obviously, across all the teams. Training camps galore. as we get ready for week 1 of the NFL seasons. A lot of teams are in other places. Anything stand out to you guys?
Just to say, keep it on Puka for a second. Sorry, PJ. Have you guys seen the picture of the bite?
Yes.
Just for anyone who hasn't seen it, horrific.
You can see his entire tooth on the top ones.
Like,
what kind of
fuck?
How did he like?
He had to. That's what I was saying the other day. He literally chewed on her. He had to like do something weird.
She must have some stretchy back skin, man. Because that's like, anyway.
Hey, his attorney is questioning the authenticity of the photos, so this is going to be dragged out for sure. It's going to be another Kawhi situation. Can we just get these commissioners to focus on competition? It's too circular.
Kev's like, can you please not scare us like that?
Let us know next time.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, trigger warning.
Yeah, right. For real. PJ, what were you going to say? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to go back to Kyler. Boys, like with each passing day, I kind of am more inclined to bet Minnesota to win that division. I think the more I think about it, they were 9-8 last year with McCarthy and Brosmer and like that rotating door of quarterbacks. And again, going back to Sam Darnold, like what he did his 1 year in Minnesota, Kyler Murray's proven that he can win games in the league. He's still talented. And I'm just not high like on Chicago as everybody else is this year. Green Bay, I don't think there's any like ceiling to them. And I don't think there's any really like floor to them either. Like I think Green Bay is somewhere in between 8 to 11 wins this season. They're not going to win 12 or more, and they're not going to win 7 or less. They're just kind of there. And then Detroit's the interesting one because that schedule is so easy and they should bounce back. So that's the one that I kind of look at, but like 6-1 for Minnesota to win the division. KOC is one of the best in the business. Flores is a great defensive coordinator. Now that they made this official with Kyler, I'm like, I don't know, man. As we get closer to the season, I'm liking Minnesota a little bit more and more.
That's a brave take, relying your units / thoughts with a Kyler Murray. But I can see the vision 100%. Big K.
Does he have to see over the old line if he's just bombing it to Jettas?
Well, I mean, a lot of
people
people.
Jawan Jennings too. So, like, I mean, he's got Jettas, he's got Jordan Addison, now he's got Jawan Jennings too. So there's weapons.
I mean, people were saying that before the season with Sam Darnold as their starter, like, you know, and look what that season looked like. 14 wins. As you said, PJ, this defense is still nasty. It kept them in a lot of games last year and won them some games last year that they probably shouldn't have. So, yeah. Okay. Anything else from camp stand out for you guys today? A lot of other teams visiting other places, kind of the, you know, taking on other teams within practices before week 1 of the preseason. Anything stand out to you guys on the timeline?
Vita Vea is still a buck. That's all I'm happy about.
There you go. Any progress on the talks from your inside sources?
Oh, apparently they're dragging their feet, hoping that he just changes his mind. But a lot of these guys, like Vita Vea, needs a contract. He knows that it's probably going to be his last big money contract in the NFL as he's over 30. So I think maybe he gets traded, and we're going to talk about the Raiders here too. But Crosby, he's probably going to get traded too. Apparently, that looking deeper into this today, apparently Crosby was trying to hurt Kirk because he wants to force a trade to the Cowboys. And Ocho Cinco was talking about this on his podcast, that he thinks Crosby is making us think on purpose to try to be like, hey, we need to wash our hands of you and move you on from this franchise.
That's crazy, dude.
That's
NFL. Psycho. Also, is Ocho Cinco a reliable source in these situations?
No, I don't know. That I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you gotta
figure
that one out for yourself.
Yeah, B-Dot, maybe. This guy also made sure that he had 7 children with wives that had like premier, like, you know, DNA
genes.
Yeah. So, you know, Shaggles, anything from you from the timeline today on the NFL streets?
Nothing from NFL, but there was some college basketball news that I'm kind of excited about. Field of 68 announced they're doing a little basketball marathon to kick off the season November 2nd, Monday, November 2nd. There's going to be 8 mid-major games starting at midnight Eastern with the latest tip-off 8 p.m. There's literally a game at 3 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m., bunch of mid-major basketball to kick off the college basketball season. Going to be all streamed on YouTube and X. We'll see how the technology works out there. But great idea, cool idea. We'll see how it plays out logistically. But pumped for college basketball. Glad we've got a little 24-hour marathon of hoops to get us started.
Cool.
You know what's perfect for you, Shags? You're going to have a baby that's going to have keeping you up all night. And you can just be like,
yeah, I got the night shift that day.
Yeah, grab the night shift now. Get that on the calendar now.
Dibs.
There you go.
You excited about that idea too, PJ? As a college
man.
guy?
You know what's amazing is that they were able to get Northern Illinois and Grambling to agree to play at 3 a.m. Eastern time. That is more than anything. Dude, like, because in the past, that's been Hawaii. I mean, that's right, because it's like, whatever it is, 10 p.m. Hawaii time. When I saw that Northern Illinois and Grambling, I'm like, these kids, I mean, again, they're in college, 2 a.m. Eastern time. They probably love it. But the fact the coaches agreed to that, I couldn't believe when I saw that those were the teams playing in the 3 a.m. Eastern slot. I thought that was beautiful, man. But yeah, like you're getting, Merrimack, which I think is in New Jersey, I want to say. They're playing at 6 a.m. Eastern time. So
those are mid-major names.
Shaq's great call, man. But I can't get over Northern Illinois playing at 3 a.m. Eastern against Grambling. I mean, if that's awesome. Not a first half under, I don't know what is. Those kids walking up the ball, half asleep, eyes closed. Just mark me down for the first half under, please.
100%. Unfamiliar gym, all of that stuff. First half under. I love
SPJ, that would be, you know what? I would have to drink coffee for that.
I was about to say, there has to be some sort of coffee, man.
That would be the coffee game right there. That would be.
PJ's got his first cup of coffee scheduled 3 a.m. November 2nd.
That's my coffee game. Yes,
I need to know if that actually ends up happening so we can get a actual play-by-play review from you on the coffee consumption and the game. Because if that's your first cup of coffee ever at that time of night, you're gonna be zooming, bro.
Man, me and Shaq's
ready to go.
Doing a live stream. He's got the baby in one hand, going nuts, but he can't wake her up, and I'm just jacked up on coffee on the other side.
PJ is cooking.
Hey,
PJ is cooking.
Don't put ideas out here.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that one out.
Oh my goodness.
That might be it. Oh my God. Okay. That's awesome. I didn't see that at all. That's really cool. That's dope.
No,
That's
very cool idea. So I hope it works out logistically with the streaming and all that stuff. So because they did like a couple of game kickoff last year. It wasn't like a full 24-hour marathon. I think it was just like 2 or 3 games. But I remember there being some like streaming issues with that. So I hope they got that figured out for this.
Let's hope. Otherwise, you'll not only be yelling at the kids not doing their jobs, but also the technology not doing their jobs at 2 o'clock.
I got
in the
faith.
morning.
They figured it out. They'll figure it out.
This is one of those rare sports ideas that's really good because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Shags. Like back in the day, they used to do the Midnight Madness as like their first practice to get everybody pumped up, and it's just kind of like an evolution on that idea.
Yeah, kind of. A lot of teams did used to do that first day of practice right at midnight. I know there's still some like high school football teams that do that tradition as well. That actually came across my timeline this week. But yeah, cool idea. Glad they're putting it together. We'll see how it works.
Where Beast McNeese is currently enrolled, they do that at GCU.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
SPJ, we do have some breaking news because I'm a Ravens fan. So, the family members are tweeting about this. Nate Wiggins got carted off at practice today, which was not good. But Ian Rappaport did just tweet out that there's no structural damage. So it looks like he's going to be okay. Thank
God. I know you sent that one in. Didn't know.
That was scary, but glad. Looks like it's going to be okay.
That's good. This is the thing that they gets. Well, we've had a bunch of injuries in training camp, way more than anybody can remember, to be honest. But they always tweet out that they brought the card out, and most of the time they just do that as a precautionary thing because the fields are so spread out sometimes that like it's like a fucking half a mile walk to wherever they need to go to get them checked out, so they don't want to walk that far. But yeah, it's always scary to hear the cart coming out. So glad that he's okay. Also, I've been seeing more and more stuff ever since you brought up Lane. He's been cooking as well with some Raven stuff that I've been seeing. I know you've been kind of following that a little bit more. You're getting more and more excited about him going into the year.
No doubt. He's definitely solidified himself as wide receiver 3 behind Zay and Rashad Bateman. But I think by season's end, he might even become wide receiver too, maybe because from what I've been seeing too, like Mark Andrews is continuing to decline. Like the tight ends have not looked impressive. So if Lamar's throwing the ball this year, he's probably going to look more to the receivers than he has in the past. When obviously, it's been the tight ends have been a big part of his career.
You can love Derrick Henry all you want to, but he's not really doing you much in the passing game. So you got to just roll with that. Also, shout out Kadar. What's up, dude? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you here. Haven't seen you in a minute. I know you're coming out of hibernation, getting involved with the NBA chatter and also the NFL right around the corner. Also, shout out to Kadar too for posting on the timeline that he is above 6'3", so he is in the 98th percentile of men across the entire world. Shout out you, Kadar. Let's go, baby.
I did not know Kadar was ginormous.
I didn't either. I was like, oh, let's go, dude. Kadar, how tall are you? We need to know.
The floor's got to be 6'3" if that was the post.
He's got to be at least 6'3", obviously.
Yeah.
But if watch him be like 6'10", something crazy. I know he has a really deep voice from when we talked about this last time.
Yeah. And Kadar streams games, chat, if you want to tap in with him on Twitch. He does stream games.
Yeah, go check out our friend Kadar. All right, guys, let's talk some bets. Any other news anybody want to mention? I think we're gravy on the news. Sounds good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's roll. Let's go to I'll let you guys do a couple CFB futures. I know you guys have some stuff there. We'll talk some dub, we'll talk some MLB, and then we'll finish off talking Raiders.
Yeah, there. Well, I got one actually in the Pac-12 that I just discovered this week. Had to find a win total in the Pac-12 with the rebirth of this phenomenal conference this season. You got Oregon State and Washington State, obviously, but then they're joined by a lot of teams from the Mountain West, 6 teams from the Mountain West, and then Texas State, from the Sun Belt as well. Focusing, though, on the Oregon State Beavers, I'm going to go under their win total of just 4.5 at -134, paying some juice for that. But Oregon State, they have a very tough non-conference schedule. Right off the bat, you play Houston and Texas Tech. Houston's on the road. You host Texas Tech, but I think there's 2 losses right off the bat there, 2 of the best teams in the Big 12. I'll give them a win at UTEP. The Miners not going to be a good team in the Mountain West. But against Montana, they play an FCS side, which I think they could lose that game. Montana, regularly a very, very good FCS program. They made the semifinals last year. They made the championship in 2023. So I think that game's going to be more of a coin flip than people expect. Then in the Pac-12, you get one of your easiest games against Colorado State on the road. I don't see them competing against teams like Texas State, San Diego State, Boise, Fresno. I think there's 4 easy losses as well. So, other than that, you're playing Washington State probably twice with a Pac-12 flex game in the last week of the season, as well as hosting Utah State. But I just think the Beavers are going to be one of the worst teams in this conference, and 5 wins, I think, is asking for too much. Realistically, the 4 games, I see them maybe having a chance at winning versus Montana, at UTEP, at Colorado State, and then against Utah State. But even winning all those games isn't going to get you there. So give me the Beavers under their win total of 4.5 at -134 this season.
No late night beef for Shags this year.
None. Zero.
It's because he's having a kid. Already happened.
It happens. Under 4.5 wins. We're only with the under train. Did you guys actually bet the under 5.5 or the under 7.5 wins for the Giants yesterday?
Yes, I did.
PJ, we did the Giants schedule release yesterday, or did it Dubs and L's on the schedule for the Giants, and we all squad rode the under 7.5 wins for New York next year.
I love that. I hope they go 0-19 this season. Screw John Harbaugh, dude. Screw him. I hope they lose every game.
They've won 7 games total the last 2 years. Now their win total set at 7.5. It was 4.5 last year. I faded it, and it was successful. We're doing it right again. I think that, they haven't really improved 3 wins roster-wise, in my opinion. I think the jump in that win total, we talked about it yesterday, kind of just the Harbaugh effect, and I don't think it's, going to be as palpable as people think.
Owen's a Browns fan, yet an honorary random Giants fan somehow. It's up to you. All right, back to college before we get back to the bets. PJ, did you have any win totals or any futures you wanted to discuss or throw for the peeps today?
I did. I wrote an article today about the Big 12, 3 win totals that I like. I'll give out one of them and a team that I bet to win the league, and that's Kansas State, who I'm warming up to as we get closer to the season. It looks like Shags is on the Purple Cats as well. I took him at 18-1 to win the league. I like over their win total at 8.5. Now, I've been betting Avery Johnson the last 2 years, and that has not been working out well for my bank account. So I'm going back to the well one more time. The reason is there was a coaching change this offseason. If Chris Kleiman was coming back again for Kansas State, I'd have no interest. It'd be status quo, same thing. I know what to expect. But they brought back Colin Klein, who was a great quarterback for Kansas State under Bill Snyder. He was the offensive coordinator at A&M the last couple of years, and he worked with Marcel Reed, who has the same kind of skill set at quarterback that Avery Johnson does, where they're both great athletes, blazing speed, but it's like, they're very inconsistent as throwers. And Klein was able to turn Reed into one of the better quarterbacks in the SEC. And I think now he takes that and what he was able to do with Reed and can apply it to Avery Johnson. Because as we know, guys, like in football, I mean, just look at, you can go through so many scenarios, like Jared Goff, what he looked like under Jeff Fisher and then Sean McVay, right? Or what Darnold's looked like with the Jets and then KOC and how he's looked now. So if you have a quarterback with talent that has potential and he gets the right coaching, I'll always bet on that upside. So I like the price, and then I love the schedule. They avoid the top 3 teams in the Big 12. Texas Tech, BYU, and Utah. They don't play any of those teams. And then the 3 toughest games on their schedule on paper, they get 2 of those at home. So the schedule could not set up any better for K-State. I love the coaching change. And again, it's 18-1 for a reason, but I think with the upside, like Avery's got a chance to be the best quarterback in that conference. And if he is, then they can win it. So I took a shot with K-State to win the league, and I like their win total.
Let's go. Shags, as a Kansas/Missouri resident, do you support this as a? I mean, you're a Rock Chalk Jayhawk, but I know you have honorarily liked K-State in certain situations too.
Yeah, Lil Shags is a K-State alum, so I got family ties to both Kansas schools here. Don't mention me in the same sentence as Missouri, please, ever again. I'm on the right side of the border, but no, I love it. My Lil Shags, he was actually asking me about Kansas State, and I told him, I was like 8.5 for plus money, like they can do it. You're gonna need, near perfection from Avery, but like BJ saying, getting Colin Klein with as much production as he got out of Marcel Reed, we should see a similar situation in Manhattan. And then again, the schedule, avoiding Texas Tech, Utah, BYU couldn't be easier for the Kitty Cats. So yeah, they're sneaky. I think they could definitely get over their win total as well.
Ooh, all right. Loving hearing you guys talk some more college football. Shags will be back in the morning as well on the morning spread, breaking down another dubs and L's for I don't know what team. Tune in tomorrow, 12 o'clock.
I don't know either. I found out the morning of. I love it.
It's the best part.
Jackson just threw his hands up. He's not telling us either.
I even have the
I have the spreadsheet. I just refuse to look.
Too.
I just show up. And what's in the banner today?
It's better that way. You don't pre-prepare too much, which is best because you're doing that preparation whilst we're live, which is the best part.
100%.
All right, let's move and groove. Let's go to the Lady Ballers to finish off with some diamond, and then we'll break down the Raiders. 3 games in the WNBA today, boys. Really good bangers. As someone said at the very beginning, nice slate today. 3 nice games. We're getting into the point of the regular season where all these games are starting to matter. Most of these ladies have about, or most of these teams have about anywhere from 14 to 16 games left, or maybe even a little less than that in the regular season. So it's all starting to mean a little bit more. First game, Indiana Fever taking on the New York Liberty. 2.5-point favorites are the Fever here. Huge total, 190.5-point total. If you're going to watch a WNBA game tonight, this is probably the one. Although all 3 are pretty good, but this is probably the one you want to tap into. Now, if you want to take Caitlin Clark, she's been on an absolute heater. Feel free to do so. Brianna Stewart's also in a good spot on the other side. I kind of like the Fever with the spread, the 2.5 points. I think that they do win this game. They've been playing great basketball recently, and I think that they have a really good chance to win this one at home. They've been really good in Cambridge Fieldhouse too. I think this is a good opportunity for them. And as our dog Flo has talked about, even though the Liberty have won 4 straight, defensively they have been getting worked left, right, and center. So I think the total makes sense here. I like the over as well if you want to go with the total here. But I'm going to Kelsey Mitchell. She's been awesome for this team. Play I like in this one is her points and rebounding line. Shop around, find the best available price. -125 is what I found before we got started. I like 26.5 for almost plus money if you want to go up a skosh, depending on where you're shopping. She set this in 9 straight games. I just think she's gonna keep doing what she's been doing. She's been on an absolute tear, and she's had really good success against the Liberty. She scored 33 points against them earlier this year, 21-7. Now, she didn't hit her points line in the other game they played earlier this year in June. She had 21 points, but she grabbed 7 boards, which is why I roped in the PR. PRA looks nice too, but she's not really that much of a facilitator in this offense. A lot of that goes to CC, and I think that Mitchell's going to keep cooking tonight. So I really like the 25.5 PR. And as chat's saying, I think that Stewie's in a good spot too on the other side if you want to take her points or her PRA there as well. So good one tonight in the dub to kick off the slate. Next up, the Aces taking on the Mystics. Both of these late night games are bangers for different reasons, though. This one is awesome because, boys, even if you're not really paying attention to the WNBA, I'm sure you've seen it on your timeline that this Mystics team is on an absolute heater right now. This team has won 7 straight games. They've won 8 of their last 10. 6.5-point dogs tonight, though, boys. 6.5-point dogs in Las Vegas taking on the Aces. Aces coming off, they rested some of the 3 big players over the weekend. I think tonight might be the night. And I said this the last game that, Shakira Austin, the line doesn't make any sense. Like, what are we doing? Austin cooked again. The Mystics won by almost 20. The line did make no sense. Tonight, though, I think the Aces might win by 10 plus. I think the Mystics run might come to an end tonight. This line doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The team, one of the hottest teams in the entire league, going into the defending champ's house. Now, again, Chet, don't listen to me. The Mystics are on a heater. They've been great. 6.5 points feels like a gift. But as we know, Vegas doesn't give out gifts very often. So I lean pretty heavily with the Aces to cover here purely off the number and the fact that Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, and Asia Wilson did not play in their last game. Bet you they're going to come out ready to hoop tonight. Got 2 plays in this game, leaning into both of those narratives. First one is on the Mystics side. I'm going to just keep betting this until she doesn't hit it because she's been great for me, and I've been betting it in every single game pretty much. Give me Shakira Austin. I took her points and rebound line, 26.5. She just got crowned the Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Again, rightfully so. She has been spectacular. This has been the best basketball she's played in her entire career, and she had a great game against Asia Wilson earlier this season. So set it, forget it. Don't overthink it. If she has a bad night tonight, I don't care. She's been too good to pass up. I'm going to keep taking her PR or the points, whichever one you want to go with. The favorite play in this game, though, nice and chalky, give me Asia. Give me Asia Wilson. I took her PR as well, 33.5 minus 115. She absolutely cooked the Mystics when they played earlier this season. Mystics have been good defensively, especially with the Washington Monuments and also the rookie whose name I can't remember right now. Sometimes they roll 3 bigs in their lineup, and this team is just ginormous on the court. But I think Asia's going to come out tonight and assert her dominance at home and kind of show this team what's up. Mystics still a young team. They've been playing great ball. It's going to be a good test for them on the road. We'll find out tonight, but I love Asia on the PR line. Okay, last one. This one's a little bit less interesting from a standings perspective. Both of these teams only with 12 wins, but should be a really good game just on paper because of the way that these teams are playing and the implications on the line for both of these teams kind of fighting for the last spot in the playoff race as we go down the stretch here. 2.5-point favorites are the Los Angeles Sparks taking on the Mercury in LA tonight, 178.5-point total. Now, I kind of hem and hawed over which line I wanted to take here. The last time they played, Alyssa Thomas had a ginormous triple-double, 15 assists, 11 rebounds. She went crazy in that game. So if you want to lean into AT, feel free to do so. That's a good spot there. But I'm going back to my sneaky little wagon. Talked about this wagon over the weekend, and I'm going straight back to it once again tonight. Erica Wheeler, who has been in the starting lineup since Kelsey Plum left, she's hit this PRA line of 16.5 in 9 of her last 10 games. She's hit it in every single game since returning from the All-Star break, and she is pretty much playing 30 minutes a game. Now, the only time she hasn't hit this, guys, she's hit this in, if you look at her graph, she's hit this in, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of her last 12 games. The only miss was against the Mercury. Some reason the Mercury are her kryptonite. So I don't know what it is, but I'm taking it again. The volume's there. She's going to have the ball in her hands a lot. I like the 16.5 PRA, for Erica Wheeler. So there's my thoughts on the 3 games tonight. Should be a great WNBA slate if you want to tap into some lady baller basketball. So Kelsey Mitchell PR in the first game, Erica Wheeler 16.5 PRA, Asia Wilson 33.5 PR in the probably. Again, both of those 2 games to start off the slate are really, really good. The last one is more just if you like watching some fun, funky basketball on the West Coast. And in that one, I like Erica Wheeler, 16.5 PRA. Lady Ballers.
Oh, hell yeah. My sticks are cooking right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. The Mystics are They were so fun. I liked watching them last year. Called Kiki and Shakira the Washington Monuments, one of my favorite nicknames for that team. And it's just been so good watching this team hoop this year. Their coach is electric too. Obviously, Citrone's been fantastic, but yeah, they're on one tonight. But
I'm going to go to the game next Friday. I can't remember who they're playing, but I was going to head out.
Have you been to a WNBA game this season?
Not this year. No, I have not. So I haven't been to that arena either since they built it like 4 or 5 years ago. I used to intern for the Mystics actually when I was in college,
Nice.
but yeah. So back in the day when it was like all the girls I watched in college and everything, like, Della Dunn would come through and Skylar Diggins and all these people. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah, man.
You got
to Speaking of your teams, PJ, I actually, just to bring this to your attention, I actually have 2 units on them to win 45 games plus 550.
The Wizards.
The Wiz.
We're going to NBA. Yeah.
Look, you're all in. So you've been aboard the Wizards hype train for a while now. So I appreciate you getting on from the start. Before they got to Bansa, like Sook could see that the arrow was pointed up.
I was a big Brian Keith guy.
10 feet, 10 toes down. I love it.
100%.
I love it.
Julian Reese, baby.
I know. How many games are we getting out of AD though, Sook? That's if I set the over under at 40.5, what would you take?
He's playing 50 games at least.
You think so?
He just posted a video last night of him hooping all Wizards gear. I think Trey's got him bought in. And Trey's talking about finishing top 4 in the East.
Did you see that video? Did you see that video of Trey Young hooping? What was that thing he was hooping playing basketball somewhere, throwing oops? It was like an actual like legit.
It was Drew League.
Drew League. Okay.
Yeah, he was hooping in Drew League. That guy was made for Drew League. No one could guard him in that kind of situation.
Well, sure. I mean, that's like the guy in the NBA playing against fucking JV guys. I hope he'll come out there and hoop. All right. There's the dub. I'm so stoked. I'm actually probably going to watch that Aces Mystics game. I'm really interested to find out about that one. I think the Mystics might lose tonight, though, PJ. I'm sorry.
I think you're probably right. I think that's the right side. I want a money line parlay the Aces because it's like I see 6.5 and my mind goes to like a football teaser,
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I'm like, what do I want to tease them week 1 with the Jags against the I'm like, do I want to wait a month? Are we already getting to that point?
This is the moment where, like when we talk about trends and like teams that go on these heaters, and then obviously, it gets to the point from a betting perspective. It's like, okay, when do the wheels fall off the wagon?
Right.
Like when is the game that they shit the bed? When do they come back down to earth? All those metaphor phrases. And usually you want to try to be sharp and find the moment that you can bet on that to happen, and then you're getting a good price on it, right? But the problem is I love this Mystics team, so it's like I don't want them to lose. Like I don't want it to happen. But you look at it,
6.5's a lot. That's over 2 possessions. So who knows? With free throws down the stretch and fouling, if it's one of those kinds of games, then,
they might win outright by 10 plus, like they've been buzzsawing people before that, and then I look like an idiot. But I'm not taking them, just to be transparent. That's why I took props. There you go, Beast. I think Beast loves Asia more than I do. Yes, he does. Thumbs up. Okay. Let's talk baseball. Shaggles, I'll let you take it away from the diamond. What do you like on the baseball tonight?
Yes, sir. 3 plays on the diamond tonight. Starting off going to Yankee Stadium. The Yankees hosting the Seattle Mariners, and Brian Wu on the bump for the Mariners. I don't know if you guys are aware of Brian Wu's splits, but they are mesmerizing. This guy is so good at home. A 1.96 ERA, a 0.75 whip. On the road, he falls off. 12 road starts, 6.71 ERA, 1.49 whip, nearly 5 more runs allowed per 9 innings. His whip doubles, not good. So we're going to fade him tonight, take the Yankees on the money line. Ryan Weathers on the bump for the Yankees. The lefty's been very solid, especially in his last few starts. He's pitched 13 scoreless innings in his last 2, giving up just 1 earned run in those last 3 starts. Mariners hitting just 220 against lefties as well, 23 and 34 on the road. So give me the Yankees on the money line, minus 127. BN Prediction Engine liked it as well. They like the Yankees priced at like minus 133. So minus 127 gets the job done for me. I'm fine paying that juice, but I know people like plus money. I got plus money for you. We're going to Chicago. White Sox on the team total at plus 116, hosting the Reds today. White Sox have been great all year long, especially at home, where their batting average jumps from 237 to 245, 36 and 22 at home this year. They're juicy on the money line. And I will say there's a certain green book out there that offers a prop to bat in the ninth, yes or no. I like the White Sox to not bat in the ninth at -110 if you want to play it that route. But I do think they are going to score 5 runs for us for +116, something they've done in 6 of their last 10. Nick Lodolo on the bump, getting his first start. Coming off of the IL, I think he might be in for a rude awakening in the Windy City. And last but not least, the Tampa Bay Rays are one of the hottest teams in baseball, winning 7 straight, covering the run line in their last 2, and 5 of those 7 wins as well. So we're taking the Rays on the run line tonight. -1.5, -102. Nick Martinez on the bump against the unaffiliated Athletics of Sacramento, which is where we're playing tonight in that Mickey Mouse ballpark. But Nick Martinez, top 10 in both wins and ERA, top 15 in whip. As ERA drops on the road, he's very, very comfortable. After his worst outing of the year, he just bounced back, pitching 5.2 shutout innings against the Rockies. So again, we're playing at this Mickey Mouse ballpark. The A's are just 21 and 37 this year. Mason Barnett, more of a relief guy, but he did just give up 5 runs, on 5 hits and 3 walks in just 4.1 innings in his last start. So I think the Rays can get some hits off him in tonight and win this game by 2. So Rays on the run line -102 to close out the plays on the diamond.
All right, now that Yankees money line is looking like a parlay piece.
Definitely, 100%.
Feels good about that.
Prediction engine approved.
Let's get it. Go check out the prediction engine for free at bettingnews.com. All the MLB games every single day. Find the edges like Shag talked about. Sometimes you can fade the engine too. It's not 100% accurate. Sometimes you can find it to back up your own analysis, the way you break down games. And as I said, we'll have more and more information about the football prediction engine coming very soon as well. Hi, Big TP. Speaking of betting the pitch, Shags, let's bet the pitch.
Yes, sir.
What do you like in the League's Cup tonight? We're getting closer and closer to the domestic leagues. La Liga kicking off this weekend. Serie A closing in very soon. Bundesliga and EPL starting next week. But I know we're still in the League's Cup streets. What are you looking at tonight?
Yes, sir. Charlotte. We like Charlotte on the money line, pairing it with the under 4.5, getting a little greedy for that same game parlay at +130. Charlotte on the money line, playable by itself at -129. But something to keep in mind tonight, these are the 3rd matches of this phase 1 part of this tournament. Last chance for teams to, earn points and move up on the table. Charlotte has already pretty much clinched their way into the next round. Pachuca has not. Pachuca needs a miracle just to move on. So I think Pachuca might just roll over and die. They have not been good at all. 1 goal in each of their last 2 games. They've been outscored 8-3 on aggregate in their last 4 overall. Plus, dating back to last year's League's Cup, Pachuca has not beat an MLS side in over a calendar year. So I got faith in Charlotte getting the job done in a low-scoring match at home tonight. I like 2-0 at +875 for Charlotte if you like the correct scores. I got a player prop as well for plus money. I don't typically do player props on the pitch, but this guy's been red hot. FC Cincinnati stud. We're back in Evander. Anytime goal scorer tonight. +110 now. Do your line shopping to get the best number, obviously. And also make sure you play this at a book that will void if he doesn't start. Cincinnati, same situation as Charlotte, has already clinched their way into the next round, but I would expect this guy to be on the pitch tonight. Cincinnati coming off 2 shutout victories. Think they're just going to keep playing tough. They're facing Atlas, who has allowed 2 goals to Charlotte, 3 to Columbus, and 2 to Monterrey prior to this tournament. In each of those games, the stud for the opposition has scored. I think Evander is that stud tonight. Only 1 goal in 2 Leagues Cup matches, but he does have 9 total shots. And in his last 11 MLS matches, the guy has scored 11 goals, averaging about 2 shots on target per match. So Evander to find the back of the net for plus money tonight, worth a half unit sprinkle in my eyes. And then last but not least, we're going to pay the juice man, Minnesota and Atlante. We're going under 3 at -132. Both teams are kind of out of it at this point, but Minnesota got to play for pride, got to have something positive because things are just not going their way. I think they can beat this side that's from the Mexican Expansion League. So just kind of playing with the big boys now. Now, Atlante did have a win over Vancouver. They shut them out, 1-0 win. But again, I think Minnesota going to really be coming hard in this game against or in front of their home crowd against this weaker side. Minnesota, they have controlled less than 41% possession in each of their last 2 games. I don't see Atlante producing much offensively. I think they're really going to lock in defensively, keeping this a low-scoring match that Minnesota probably squeaks out a 1-0 win plus 800 for the correct score there. But I like the under 3. We get push potential, paying a little juice here for the under 3 in Minnesota and Atlante. So those are my 3 picks on the pitch tonight.
Atlante.
BTP is loving the Evander chatter. He talked about Evander last time we talked about. Yeah,
He's
Jeff.
so good right now. So good.
Jeff, we all let that one slide. Shag,
You heard me, Jeff.
He was in
Chose my words very carefully.
He's about to be a dad, so all right. Let's cook the parlay, and then let's finish off the show talking Raiders. Shags, of all the plays on the pitch, which one do you like the best? Which one's your favorite?
Probably just Charlotte on the money line.
Okay.
Because that's, minus 130, minus 135.
I'm seeing minus 165.
Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, that still works.
That's fine.
I still think, for a parlay, I think they win.
That's
DLV.
Fine. Okay. Baseball? Yanks?
Yeah, Yankees.
Money line? PJ, I didn't ask you. You said you don't have baseball, right?
I don't. I was thinking about taking the Royals, though, on the run line against the Dodgers, plus 1.5. That line is inflated, but Blake Snell's making his second start of the season and his first since like May. So I think, you know how this is. Like the Dodgers aren't going to ask him to throw 6 or 7 innings. It's going to be a bullpen kind of game. They're still kind of going through like their swoon. They've lost 8 of 10 and their 2 wins have come by a run. So you get in the Royals at plus 1.5, I at plus 105. That was something that I was considering. So if that would be my parlay if we had it.
Let's go.
Okay. Plus 1.5. You're getting plus money too on the plus 1.5. Shags, did they come through for you with the first 5 yesterday?
They did. They actually won the first 5. I only needed a tie. I had the plus half in the first
saw them up.
or the first 5, and then they lost. The bullpen sucks, but
see, sharp guy you
that's
are.
why we went first 5.
That's not just a hat. That's not just
that is
rack.
the fear. That is the fear. Take them full
what is
game,
baseball?
but I'll ride.
There it is.
Let's go, Bergzilla.
Get it. Great name, Bergzilla. What's up? Okay. You guys down to roll with Asia in the Aces game?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Asia PR. We need one more leg, boys. 34.5 PR for Asia.
The Yankees?
We already have the Yankees.
Okay.
So we got Charlotte FC on the money line, Yankees money line, Asia Wilson 35 plus PR.
We could throw in K-State to win the Big 12.
Sweat this one out for 4 months.
Yeah.
No, take that one by itself. That's a good bet by itself.
By itself. Chat, what did you guys hear that you liked the most? We could also leave it as a 3-legger plus 425.
See one go through.
Yes. I like that.
Betty 3.
Betty 3.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's going to hit.
Some Korean baseball, you know who. Relax. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Let's go 3 legs, just nice and simple. See one go through the hoop. As always with the parlays on the show, chat, we do them for fun. You guys love them. We love them too. Bet responsibly. Sprinkle on them. Don't bet them if you don't want to. But this is what we got today. Charlotte FC on the money line in the League's Cup. Yankees on the money line. And then 35 plus points and rebounds from the GOAT, Asia Wilson, plus 425. Not too shabby. Where's BTP? Is he still in the chat? See? 3 legs. That's okay. Oh, stiffer. Add what you want, brother. I was going to say we could add Evander to score plus money. That'll get us up to probably plus 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that would void if he doesn't start.
I think
It's
we
up
leave
to
it.
you. We can leave it. Let's leave it.
I mean, I kind of like it.
Actually, how many times does Shag have a player prop? Maybe we do put it in.
I do not bet soccer player props very often. I will say that.
All right, it's going in. Let's get it.
All right.
Evander money line. Evander to score.
It's Evander money line. Evander money line. Indeed.
Hey, that makes it plus 950. PJ knows what plus 950 means.
Yeah, we do. That's a good number on this show.
That's a good number on this show. All right, there it is. There's your Betty 4. If it doesn't hit, if Evander doesn't score, blame Stifler.
Thursday, KP. Thursday. There's nothing Wednesday. Thursday. It will be, though. Thursday, we'll have a preseason NFL.
We'll have lots of preseason NFL to discuss. All right, there's the Betty 4. Tail responsibly, as always. All right, guys, let's talk the Raiders. Let's see what's going to go down in Las Vegas this year. See what happens with GT and Co. Look at Ashton up there. Week 13 bye week. Win total sitting at a 5.5 line. 20-1 to win the AFC West. As Shags will tell you, that's a donation. And then 150-1 to win the Super Bowl. There's the schedule. No primetime games for this team. Not a big shock, as they were the number 1 overall pick last year. Then they took Fernando Mendoza. As Sook said, maybe Max Crosby's trying to get out of town. Lots of changes for this team. Pete Carroll was a terrible decision for them head coaching last year. We'll see if things change this year. What stands out to you guys real quick before we jump into this very interesting schedule for the Raiders this year?
I mean, what jumps out is
number
they
one,
have
the week 13 bye.
Yeah.
Week 13 bye for me. I mean, they're just going to get beat to hell for every single week. And then, 4 or 5 road games leading up to the bye week as well. It's just tough sailing for the Raiders.
I mean, they get the number 1 pick, and they got a brutal schedule. I mean, playing the AFC West, you're going to have tough 6 games. And then on top of that, they have to get the NFC West this year. So that schedule is brutal. I can't help, though, when I think about the Raiders, how last year they played the Patriots in week 1, and that was one of the games that they won last season when they were a 2.5-point dog to the Pats in week 1. And imagine if that game was played in like week 16, and New England would have been like a 15.5-point favorite. So I don't know. Maybe the Raiders, maybe they get off to a hot start again. They win week 1 against Miami. I could definitely see that. They're favored in that game. But then it's just that schedule just is really, really tough. So it's going to be another long year in Vegas. I think the biggest thing for them, obviously, of seeing is Mendoza as the guy. I don't even know why they're starting Cousins. To me, the Raiders are very much like what the Giants were last year with the Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart situation.
Thank you.
At this point, you know what Russell Wilson is. You know what Kirk Cousins is. Like, you only get 17 of these things. Why are you trying to lose?
And you just paid your ex-boy Linderbaum. So why are you going backwards?
Paid Linderbaum. You used that high draft capital on Genty. We know the shelf life with these running backs. Like, go out there, play your best team, and let the chips fall where they may. Because it turned out Dart had a pretty good rookie year. And, it might turn out Mendoza's pretty good. Meanwhile, they're going to wait till like week, I don't know, whatever it is, 7 or 8 to play them. And the season will be gone by then. So.
You are getting the benefit of Clint Kubiak coming to town. Great offensive mind. Maybe that gets that offensive cooking a little bit. They still have Brock Bowers, the best, when we all can agree, when healthy, the best tight end in football. And they did bring in some defensive pieces. Nakobe Dean's a great player, Quay Walker as well, and Kwity Paye joining this defense as well, next to Max Crosby. So there are pieces. There are reasons to be excited possibly for what could go down in Las Vegas this year. I actually don't hate the Kirk Cousins addition. And I just think that it's wild that they're just sticking to their guns here and they're not saying they're going to even try to play Mendoza at some point this year. But
I think we do see something, SPJ, because I was trying to do a deep dive into the Raiders and I found something very interesting. They actually signed a guy to be their game management coach. Not every team has this, but it's a new position that's pretty analytically driven. And I would love Shags and PJ as college guys to chime in here a little bit because I don't really know much about this guy. But his name's Rohit Magiapali. He's a brown boy. He was just signed away after spending 3 years with the Texans and spending 2 years with the Ravens. But he's basically the guy who set up the analytical department at Michigan. Now all of Michigan kind of follows the analytics that he set up before graduating out from there. He's went to the Texans in 2023 after interning for the Ravens, and he is low-key considered one of the most ingenious minds in all of football. And now we're worried about Clint Kubiak, but they have signed him to kind of help him manage the game. And a lot of these guys like Seth Walder, who's ESPN's lead quant, is saying that this Rohit guy is a guy that can raise the floor of your team just by his analytics. So I'm very interested to see, because Clint Kubiak himself said that he needed help because he's the OC. Now he needs someone to kind of share the responsibilities with him. So he signs this Rohit guy, and he's really kind of an enigma. You can only find things here or there about him, but anything you find says that he's a fantastic mind for the game, was a former varsity level quarterback, but blew out his knee and then ended up going to Michigan and setting up all of that analytics department, including on the basketball side. So it's not just on the football side. So I'm interested to see what the Raiders do, because I know that win total feels really low. But today, when I was doing a deep dive into this, it seems like ownership really is going with the numbers. That's why they signed Linderbaum even before they took Mendoza first overall, because they really want that line to be much improved. We saw last year that line had a lot of guys coming in and out, and GT almost still finished with 1,000 yards. So I know I just talked a lot, but I really do feel like that this team could low key be a little bit sneaky. And I think sneaky for the Raiders means 7 wins, not too many.
That was that cup of coffee hitting real hard.
Yeah, real hard.
Real hard. But yeah,
a little too much.
Right? I mean, but they got Tom Brady in the ownership group here. There's a lot of aspects of this team. You know, we can all agree this team's probably going to suck, but maybe they are looking to develop and grow and be a little bit better and see if we can find 5.5 wins here.
Be honest, guys, before we did the exercise today and we knew we were going to talk about the Raiders, could you have named 2 wide receivers on the team?
No.
I couldn't either.
Two.
You know, I was like, okay, I know Mendoza's there, Genty, Bowers. I'm like, who's the receivers for the Raiders? I genuinely had to look it up. I was like,
Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker.
Wide receiver 1. Yeah. Wide receiver 1. Trey Tucker.
Hey, he had some big games last year.
Sook, are you like honorarily a Raiders guy now? Like, I feel like you're kind of a Raiders guy now.
They got options, they got weapons, and they names.
Yeah. I don't think the schedule is going to take too long. Let's get after it. Yeah. First week in, this might be one of their only wins of the season. The Dolphins at home in Vegas. Should we give them a dub here? Start the vibes.
Yeah, I think they're going to win that game.
I will give them a win. Yeah.
I think they're going to win that game.
Yeah. All right. So. 1-0 for everyone.
1-0.
1-0.
Undefeated.
6 more to 7. There we go.
All right, things get a little bleak next week, though. On the road in SoFi against Justin Herbert and Madison Beer. L, right?
Oh, yeah. Better question. Are you guys using the Chargers week 1 against Arizona for Survivor, or are you saving them for week 2 against Vegas? I'd save them. That's the question.
I think I'm going to save them, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I'd have to look more at week 1, but I think I would save them for week 2.
All right.
So we'll go loss here then.
Yeah, loss.
Can't wait to talk some more Survivor soon. All right, so let's go next up. Saints on the road in the Bayou. I think they lose that game too, right?
Lost. They're looking ahead.
L.
All
right. So 1-2. Things were looking great, and now it's starting to go downhill. All right, Chiefs at home.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Is this 3 L's?
Dude, what a stretch.
4 L's.
KC, New England, Buffalo. I mean, they don't deserve that. Like, that's just mean. that's just real. That's just mean.
PJ,
they already finished less in the division.
Hey, man, as somebody, the Titans had the number 1 pick 2 seasons ago, and we had the hardest fucking schedule last year. It was brutal.
Dude,
to watch a terrible team play a tough schedule. It was awful, and I think that might be something similar for the Raiders this year. Should we just go 4 L's in a row?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see them winning either.
We're not getting to 7, boys.
1-6.
Yeah. Maybe they beat the Jets.
Ooh.
Please.
They gotta be Geno, right? They gotta be Geno.
Go Raiders. Go Raiders in this game.
They gotta be Geno.
I'll go. Oh man, Geno might be mad. Sacked 55 times or something last year. It was like leading the league.
I don't think it matters. That team's gonna be awful, man. All right, so L, so that's 1-7.
2. We gave him the Miami win too.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Sorry, 2. My bad.
2-6.
2-6. So I think we go 3 L's in a row here too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do we just think they're gonna lose? Like, obviously they probably will, but I mean, it's the NFL. Like, do we give them 1 win of those games? You know what I mean? Like, whether one of those teams are looking ahead, like maybe there are injuries at some point, like they got to win 1 of those games. don't they? Maybe they don't, but I just feel like they got to win.
They got to win one.
Maybe
sure.
one.
They might beat the Niners. I will say the Niners are actually coming off a bye though, prior to that week. So maybe they're on their third string quarterback though. So maybe they're super beat up.
Also, you got to think too. At this point, when are we seeing Mendoza? Because if they're 2-7, 2-8, like when are they going to throw?
That's the problem
Fernando
too.
out
Like
see
a
him against
rookie
the Jets.
Seattle's defense or Denver, like that's brutal. Dude.
Yeah.
So, like I don't know. Maybe they beat New England again. Maybe that's just the team that like they have their number or something. But I'm willing to give them one game.
Yeah. How about we say this? Between Kansas City, New England, Buffalo, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, and Broncos, they win one of those games.
We'll give them one.
They give them one.
We'll give them
Okay, so what does that make them? 3-8 going into Cleveland?
3-9, I think. Or is that 3-8?
3-8, I think.
3-8
3-8,
going into
okay.
Cleveland. Yeah, pity win. Exactly.
Cleveland? God, what
Yeah.
a dog shit game.
Give them the win, boys.
Man,
In the dog pound.
that's tough.
No more
What's-
Miles Garrett.
What's
He's
that
gone.
spread? Do we think Raiders at Browns? Is that like Browns 2.5?
Yeah.
I think so, and I would lean with Cleveland because this is going into the Raiders bye week. They just got beat to a pulp
It's great.
for, I mean,
Great
13
point.
weeks, but definitely
the
the
both
last
here
8
again.
weeks. They are yearning for that bye. They do not care about this game in Cleveland.
Sure.
That's my take.
Let's go.
That's my take.
Let's go Raiders L.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right, so that's 3-10 now?
9.
Or 3-9.
Mhm.
Okay. Chargers again. I think they get swept by the Chargers.
Double-digit
Yeah, I
losses
agree.
then, boys.
3-10. Broncos probably swept too. 3-11. Tennessee. I mean, I think the Titans beats this team, but I'm a fucking fan, so whatever.
I agree. I think the Titans beat them.
I think this could. Be
I'll give them the win in Arizona. I'll give the Raiders the win in Arizona. I'll give
Okay.
That works. Split with the
one-
Titans and the
are-
Cardinals.
Yes, there you go, Shags. Like it.
Split the Titans, Cardinals, whichever one you want to give them.
And then you know what? Week 18, maybe KC's resting. Who knows? Maybe in a perfect. Maybe they get to 5. Maybe they.
Casey's already got the 1 seed wrapped up. So
Yep.
Justin Fields, can you beat the Raiders? I don't know. I don't really care at that point.
I'm good with like 4 wins though for the that feels about right.
Our mercy wins.
Shaggy is so ready for
We
Mahomes
really
to
are
be back.
mercy wins.
We are fishing for wins for this Raiders team.
All right, so 4 dubs. So I think 4 is, I mean, I don't want to call it the ceiling, but I think 4 is pretty much at nail on the head. I think 2 is the ceiling. I mean,
I
2
think
is
4
2 is the floor.
4 is generous. I think 4 might be generous.
You know, if I have some coffee in the morning of September 13th, I might take the Raiders in Survivor against the Dolphins. I don't know. I don't know if I have the stones to do it, but boys, like when else would you use them? I mean,
Malik
right?
Willis,
Like when
imagine
else?
but imagine Malik Willis pisses all in your cereal to start off the
He
season.
probably will. Like I won't do it, but like there will be people out there, and like that's how you win it. I mean, you got to take
true.
risks like that.
You got to zag when everyone zigs. I get it.
I mean, they
Damn.
got to win that game.
I
Because
see-
you're right,
you
they don't
know-
win that. They might win like 2 the whole year.
You know what? I don't. Even though we found 4, and I think 4 feels pretty good, and I could see them only winning 3. I don't want to touch this win total though.
No.
I don't want to sweat out the under 5.5.
Is it
How do you guys
juicy to
think
the under
Mendoza's
two?
going to be? Like, do you think there's a world where he's like a top 5 quarterback in the league or no?
Top 5, I think, is a stretch. Like, I think he has the potential to be a really good quarterback. I don't know about like a superstar, but very, very serviceable at least, but not in Las Vegas.
What do you
Not
think?
with that
What's
roster,
your?
with that coaching staff, front office, all that. I mean, I guess maybe Kubiak, but
Can you think of a comp in the current NFL that you would think he could emulate
was, like-
style wise?
Yeah, there was like some comps to like a Matt Ryan or like
mhm.
one of those.
Yeah.
Mendoza's a better athlete.
I was
than
about to say he's a good
credit
runner,
for. You
though,
know,
right?
that's the thing. He's
They're
a
just
better
going with
athlete.
White and 6'5".
Yeah.
He gets very white bread comp. Like if you watch him run last year, though, he's just a tough runner, man. Like,
He
that
is,
guy
man.
can scoot.
mhm,
He
fearless.
is.
Yeah.
Prime White.
Yeah. You know what? Like Wentz isn't a terrible. Like honestly, like somebody physical like that,
Right,
Better
yeah.
athlete than he gets credit for. Good arm. But yeah, Shags is right out there in Vegas, man. Especially, I know they revamped the O line a little bit, but
I was thinking like a Sam Darnold. We talked about him a little bit earlier. Because, I mean, Sam Darnold's not crazy athletic, but he can scoot.
Right. Yeah.
That's pretty good
That's a
comp.
good one, too. Yeah.
Also might have a struggled the first part of his career purely off the fact that he got drafted by a shit-ass team. Tannehill's a good one, too, Beast.
Oh, Big Ben?
Big Ben?
He's more mobile. He's more mobile than Big Ben.
No. Shout out Big Ben. It'll be interesting. Do we all agree, though, that we are probably going to see Fernando at some point this season?
Oh, yeah. For
We
sure.
should. No, I love how PJ brought up the Giants last year because I was screaming that from the rooftops preseason is just give the keys to Jackson Dart. And that's what Las Vegas needs to do with Mendoza. Don't waste your time with Cousins.
Well, they said that tomorrow
Mendoza,
he's going to get not tomorrow, Thursday, he's going to get a crap load of reps. So maybe that's where he starts to open the door for himself a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
I just, yeah. If you had to choose based on this schedule, as you said, so maybe that Jets game after that just gauntlet of 4 losses in a row, everyone's clamoring for Kirk Cousins out of there. They're 1-7, 1-6 at that point. And they're like, you know what, Fernando, get in there. And then they win against the Jets and then it all goes downhill again.
Could see that.
Yeah, that Jets game would probably be because I don't think you're starting them against any of those, 4 teams we were talking about in that stretch.
No. That's how you kill someone's confidence.
For sure. So I think, I
just lose to Buffalo by 3 touchdowns. All right, Fernando, get out there against Myles Garrett and Aaron Donald. Have some fun, big dog. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh. All right, Las Vegas. Could be tough this year. But we'll see. There it is. If you want to bet the win total, feel free to do so. We found 4 dubs.
Remember what I said, boys.
Sook's over here betting the over 5.5. I know he's got it in
a
the
lot of
slips.
confidence in this team.
He's got it in
A
the
lot of
slips.
confidence.
Yeah. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the Betting News Network for your afternoon bet espresso to finish off your Tuesday. Thanks for being here on YouTube, on Twitch, or on X. Give us a subscribe and a like on the video if you enjoyed the content. As always, that's PJ Glasser. Go follow him on the timeline at PJ Glasser9. That's Shaggy Bets at Shaggy_Bets. Mr. Nate Hornung. That's Mr. Jess Sook. My name's SPJ. Thanks for being here. Big shout out to Beast McNeese down below for pressing the 1s and 2s. Tail the parlay down below if you feel so kindly to do so. If you want to. But if you don't want to, that's okay too. Bet responsibly, as always. And as always, go check out bettingnews.com for all the goods we have over there for free. Boys, anything else before we get out of here?
Go Raiders.
Get out of here.
Jesus Christ.
I'll press that button. Get that guy out of here. Are you kidding me?
Too much coffee.
Are you kidding me?
Wait.
Go Saints, Sook. How'd that make you feel, huh?
I actually like that. Don't fire me up. I'm a big Tyler Shuck guy this year. Shucktastic, baby.
You can have him.
Thanks,
You can
buddy.
have him.
Thanks, buddy. I'll get Sook up here for the finish it off. You guys came for the winners. You stayed for the vibes. Have a fantastic Tuesday night. Shags will be back in the morning with you guys for the morning spread, and the guys will catch you tomorrow afternoon for your afternoon bet espresso. Appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic Tuesday.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. Rolling. What you gonna do? Rolling. What you gonna do? Down in the rolling. What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit. What you know about